I texted Jesse like 4 different times and said, "Kiss her."
I want it to be slow.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta get the slow burn, you
Yeah,
know?
I don't do slow burns. That's so not Joe Underwood. But oh god,
that
Oh
was
my
the
gosh,
same.
the
I
more
watched
that you're
Twilight with
around,
Arya recently, and she said that she wanted Bella to be pregnant and married within the first 30 minutes of watching the first movie.
give her a minute.
Yeah.
Which is really funny. Can I say that that's really funny considering how long it took you to propose?
Yes.
Oh man.
No, it took us a while. I think that's why she hates slow burn. She's like, I lived
Like that's
this.
my life. Let me experience something else.
Uh,
There was a line that you said, Brooks, as daddy. You said, the more that you're around, the more that I think the one child policy is good.
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my
Ah.
god. What this means for me. Like forget you. What this means for me. What kind of psychological torture was Kiana growing up under? Where this one half is, I don't know what you're gonna do. We have to talk logistically about what the hell this episode's gonna be, by the way. But one half is loved and admired and put up on a pedestal and told that she's perfect in every single way. And then the other half just can never do a single thing right. And like Daddy's motivation and where he comes from for that is so weird because I don't know, you'd think if this was some kind of weird twisted grief for his dead wife, he would hate Kiana.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he like I mean maybe not, maybe it's like a my wife could never do any wrong, so my daughter can never do any wrong kind of deal and sees the worst parts of himself in you. I don't know, like it could be something like that, but he's just so interesting
Yeah.
because he hates you for no reason. For no reason.
And he denies you your name, but for some reason still calls Leica.
Mhm.
Yeah. You are Kiana, but she's still Leica if she wants to be.
Yeah.
Ah!
Mm.
The Kraken is really nice to you. I thought he hated you.
I thought he hated it.
Like is jealous now. She doesn't know that this happened, but
For
you know.
sure. Oh my gosh. That was insane.
I was vaguely involved in planning this, but I didn't know everything. Whatever.
I asked you so many questions.
Like a couple hours ago, Brooks was like, I feel like here's what I have planned. Here's what I think I'm missing. Like, just maybe something to kind of tie everything together. Just something that I don't know. I just want Jesse to have something to kind of sink his teeth into, and something that'll feel like a good ending point. And I said, I there a few months ago when we first talked about Leica potentially announcing that she's ready for marriage, you said something about, oh, what if when he was off on his own, he just stumbled into somebody and gets what he wants immediately? And so I told Brooks, I think that'd be really funny. Not funny, but it'd be very compelling and cool and awesome for Hugh to just stumble into somebody who is just a really good match for him and he doesn't really have to work for it at all.
Right.
And I loved that advice because I asked Jesse a couple questions, but not nearly as many as I asked you. And he gave me that same piece of like, it would be
Really?
great if he just didn't have to work to get a woman. And then you said the same thing. I was like, okay, well then y'all are on the same page. That makes things easy.
Yeah.
Jesse just really wanted to flirt with Brooks. He's been waiting for that.
Honestly. I
Happy
can't do it
birthday
with
to
Lorik.
I can't do it with Lorik, so oh god, ew, yeah.
Yeah,
Gross.
there's so many reasons why you can't do it with Lorik.
How do you feel, Jesse? Did he make your
Ugh.
perfect woman? Did he make your perfect frog woman?
I think definitely for Hugh's sake, because he's never felt like the closest thing that he's felt to love and that sense is Leica. And even then it's like a sibling, like they bicker all the time and
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I said that I said maybe a turtle, but probably a grung. And I don't know, I thought that, because I know you like turtles.
Turtles would
And
be funny.
I said somebody who is immediately interested in him, which Brooks really took that to heart because at least 12 different times she said, "You're really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm so interested in you."
I love the callback that you made to it, to Jesse, at the
Yeah.
very end.
Fascinating, yeah.
Interesting indeed. And then I said it seemed like because he's kind of in this wanderlust, I don't know what I want
hmm
kind of thing, meeting somebody who knows exactly what she wants and she's very purpose driven and very community driven seemed like that would be a she's like a vigilante like Firefly type
Right.
deal. And then I knew that the daddy scene would happen somehow because I know you've been practicing your monologue for 6 months and that was the only thing you told Brooks, I want this to happen, but it still was just
Oh, it was.
Brooks and I talked a lot about what Daddy's motivations were and what kind of person he is and what does he think about Hugh and all of these different things. And I told him everything that I knew, which was funny because it felt a lot like being a dad at the doctor's office and being like, surely I know their birthdays, right?
Right.
And surely I know something about Jesse's little frog. But I answered to the best of my ability, and you were so mean, and it was so perfect. I was sitting here going, what are we gonna do if Hugh kills Sermit?
See, yeah, my original.
Because then Kiana becomes queen of the amphibious Abysalia.
My original plan for the lightning strike, which by itself crazy that Hugh has a scar on his face now, so he can't be Kiana.
He can't be Kiana.
He cannot be.
Unless
So-
he's legs only forever.
Right.
And it really speaks to me that yours was accidental, but both of us have this and stay gone mentality towards each other where Laika is announcing that she is ready for marriage.
Mhm.
And I've told Jesse already, that's this, she's going to write him a letter too. And that's her silently or not so silently saying, hey, and do whatever you want. Hope you have a great life, but stay gone because I'm Kiana now. I'm going to do it.
Right.
And, if Kiana courts someone and gets married, she definitely can't become twice her height one day.
Yeah.
And whatever. But then Hugh's doing the very same thing. One, by stumbling into some very cool personal relationships, but connecting with a cause and maybe killing our dad, maybe attempting to kill our dad.
See,
and
yeah.
in a way that he can't control, he has this big scar across his face, so he really can't be Kiana anymore.
No. Truly, my intentions were not to kill him, but to, smack the chair over his head to knock him out so he couldn't, fight back. And I was gonna cure wounds, which is notably the first healing spell that Hugh would have ever used in his life to cure wounds on his father who hates him and leave him unconscious to his death.
Oh my god.
His death is too good for him, kind of thing.
Yeah. And there's also something so interesting just about the dynamic between Lyanna and Hugh, where she works for the princess's heart, for this organization that is concerned with helping the local Grung community and also has this core tie to the princess in general and just really likes her and looks up to her and thinks she's really cool. And I could see Jesse's face while Lyanna's going yeah, we just really look up to the princess. We want to be a lot like her. And, we take a lot after her core values of helping the Grung community. And she's done so much for us. And you're going, and you're doing the Peter Parker thing where MJ's talking about how much she likes Spider-Man, where you're trying to go, do I hate this because I want to be separate from Spider-Man? Or do I love this because that means she loves me? Even though she doesn't know she loves me.
What Hugh was thinking, and that was, so she practically is in love with Laika.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I was thinking you would be thinking.
Like,
And
dang. You know?
and Liana as an NPC, Brooks, is very interesting to me because the way she reacted to the news was very calm, very subdued, as if she had been a part of a secret, like, is Princess Kiana actually
Yeah.
for months and had just had her suspicions confirmed. She acted like she had been actively trying to get Hugh to say this to her, and she knew the whole time.
Wait,
Like, hate to make another Spider-Man reference.
It might have
but
been.
Go ahead.
No, sorry, go for it. Finish.
Like, not to make another Spider-Man reference, but in Spider-Man Homecoming, MJ is like, you're Spider-Man? Yeah, I know already. Like, that's what it felt like.
Yeah. I think it would make sense because if Liana was so obsessed with Kiana, she would have recognized her face and her facial features, and we are twins, so like maybe that's what kind of like set you off as a distraction, because like you look like, yes, grungs look very similar in general, but you look very similar to Princess Kiana.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
One of the ways that I was playing it was, you know, I saw Liana as being sent by the Kraken to at least take you as far as you'll take her aid.
Yeah.
Right? Whether that's just getting out of Abyssalia or beyond. Right? So I felt that if she got some feeling from the Kraken, and then lightning descends.
Ah. Oh,
that
that's so cool.
You're more likely to start accepting things. Like, okay, I guess God's doing something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the admission come after the lightning strike?
It did, right?
The
I
admission.
think so, yeah.
The admission that you were
yeah.
the princess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. That came after, and yeah, okay, that makes it feel really good to me, actually. Liana is, if our camera was following Liana, she meets this weird guy. He looks a lot like Princess Kiana. They're talking, and he's not from the poor area of Abyssalia, clearly. He's not from the rich area of Abyssalia, clearly. But he also clearly hasn't been anywhere else in the whole world. Because she asked you what the rest of the world is like, and you went, well, you know, there's good people, bad people.
There's bad people.
Yeah.
And some of them are really close to you and act like they're your friends and then share your secrets.
And there's like ups and downs, you know, and she's going, you've never been anywhere in the whole world. And then he says, I need to go speak to the king of this country. No reason at all. And she goes, okay, sure, let's play this game. So she walks to meet the king of this country, waits outside for you, sees a giant lightning strike, and goes, and then you come out. And hey, also, the princess has been missing for 4 months. So then you come back out, a lightning strike has happened, and you say,
and sees me fly through the air. Like,
did you fly through the air? And then you walk outside, no scar across your face, and you go, hey, I have to tell you something. I'm actually the princess. And she goes, yeah, I put that together. I had an hour while you were in there to sit here and go, wait a minute.
And honestly, just like the whole nation is going to be in shambles for a little bit. Because you think the princess goes missing for a little bit. Abyssalia controls news weird. Right? Then the palace goes away. You kind of can't hide that.
Yeah.
And then Ceramit gets struck by lightning.
yeah.
That's a lot happening.
It's almost like they perceive that there's an attack on Abyssalia.
I'm certain that these groups think that some kind of alternate dimensional mage is waging war on them. Like,
right.
Oh my gosh, I'm screaming.
Dawkins Theo died.
Oh, funny.
Right.
Oh. It was very beautiful and so moving and touching. They are frogs. The whole time that you and Daddy were arguing, I wanted to text you so bad and say 2 frogs talking to each other. By the way, but I didn't because I didn't want to ruin your moment. But I just want you, whenever you guys watch this back,
2 frogs.
remember that the whole it's 2 frogs talking to each other.
So you're thinking 2 frogs. I'm terrified because Jesse, you said I'm gonna divulge your deepest, darkest secret, and the first thing I think is, can Cermet put his hands on you?
He
Is that
probably has.
allowed?
Probably has.
Yeah,
Probably has.
but I mean, like, in a way where it's life or death, right? Because you
Right.
threatened his political life, right?
Yeah.
And my heart dropped, and I texted Joe as fast as I could. Can I go to combat?
I think, yeah, beat his ass.
He says, crazy. If I wouldn't have gotten an 18 on that deck save, he would have died.
You would have died.
Yeah.
Oh!
What I was planning on that was I tried to make it enough that you'd get knocked out, basically.
Yeah.
And then you would go into Kraken vision,
Okay.
and then Liana would have woken you up,
I got you.
right? Done her healing thing on you. And if you succeed, then you get to be banged up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know? I didn't know what your exact hit points were, but I was like, it's gotta be more than 40.
I
Yeah.
was
So
at,
if I do 80, it's not instant death.
I was at 10 after that lightning strike.
There's also another 2 frogs, by the way, moment, which Jesse did point out in game when you guys were having a nice little just romantic moment, and you noted like I would brush hair out of her face. She doesn't have any idea of that, the Jugrong equivalent being swiping condensation across her brow.
And then, like, caressing the skull. Just going around the dome.
That's
Shake his head, and just wiping condensation across the eyebrow.
I love frogs.
You got a
man.
little amphibious moisture there. Let me just.
I hope you're
No eyelashes.
Oh shoot. So funny.
Oh my god. I hope you're recording this.
Oh yeah. Just 2 frogs. Really.
2 frogs, by the way. 2 grown frogs.
That's the name of this episode, 2 frogs.
Oh, that's actually kind of baller.
It is.
Okay, I have a question though, and
Yeah.
editing Jesse, maybe cut this out. I don't know, whatever. You said it, by the way.
Mhm.
You said it to Liana. Are you keeping that in?
Yeah, I was thinking, would it make the most sense to release this episode whenever the secret inevitably comes out? So like after the secret inevitably comes out, then we
That's like January.
right. But still, I mean, because
Yeah.
we did release the secret in this episode
Yeah, that's true. It's really true.
because
You know,
I'm not married to either option. Like, but obviously, if we released it when we said we were going to, it is out now. Like,
right.
either that or you cut out the sentence that you said it to Liana, and
Right.
voiceover. Hugh tells her
Yeah.
a secret or whatever. I think that this episode gave us some really interesting and compelling backstory of Hugh, or of this half of Kiana,
Right.
that really informs the difference between the two. And I don't know, I like the idea of, other than that one sentence, them seeing it. And I'm curious what you think of even cutting out that whole conversation, saving it, posting the rest of the episode, saving that one conversation, and after the secret comes out, post it by itself, that one 10-minute clip.
See, I'm not. I just don't know because I feel like right now everyone's theories is that this is Hugh's spirit, right?
And that you have stepped out of the necklace and become a person,
Right.
which is 95% correct.
Right.
But
But and when you think about, I don't know, just like the events that transpired during this episode, it's almost like, and maybe it's just too obvious because we obviously know the secret,
yeah,
but I'm thinking it surely
That's true,
shouldn't be that hard to figure out, especially between the conversation between Ceremet and Hugh,
Yeah, I was
Like-
gonna say that one's pretty.
because like Ceremet would have been like, "You're dead. What are you doing here?" You know?
Why
like,
did you kill me? I did.
yeah,
that's true.
so,
Well, then I'll still send it to me. I will
Yeah.
still edit it, and I'll schedule post it for like February,
yeah.
and then we'll change the date that it needs to be uploaded once it's time.
Right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think there's just so much structure in this episode that it wouldn't take much for them to figure it out.
And I agree. I think I mean, if whatever timeline happens, it would be probably the new year that the secret actually comes out.
Yeah.
So, because we were originally gunning for if Lorik had to leave, that would happen around December, and then the secret we were planning on coming out in the aftermath of Lorik's passing or disappearance or whatever happened. But
You know, you
Yeah.
could release it and tell
None
the
of our players
players.
would watch it.
No, yeah, tell the players don't watch it, and let the fans just
all our
piece it
fans.
together for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not explicit if you cut a few things out, but it's getting you most of the way there, and figuring something out for yourself is fun. That's another option.
Yeah.
I like postponing it, I think, just so it can be posted in its raw glory.
I had a good time with that.
Because none of our cast watch the videos. They just don't ever see it. They're like, okay, interesting, whatever. And then they never find out.
I feel like didn't Devin used to watch them?
No, Devin wasn't subscribed to our YouTube channel until a month ago. Josie watches a lot of them.
I say Josie probably would, if anyone.
Because Josie watched the Maverick episode.
Yeah.
And then our session with Joseph Brooks and I is schedule uploaded. And so whenever we're at the point of it needing to be put out there, it can be slotted in there. Wow, this was awesome.
It's funny. I was originally going to keep the fake Kraken tooth
Mm.
as a not only as a symbol of his newfound relationship with the Kraken, but also as a deeper symbol of hey, this is probably cheap quality and easily breakable, and it's not the real deal, but so is Hugh, kind of. And if this can be used as a holy symbol, and that's how Hugh feels. Who am I to be used? The Kraken is using me. But then I thought it was I don't know, because I was gonna, instead of stabbing him with the tooth, I was gonna cast Guiding Bolt, but I was like, it might be a lot of damage.
Nah, wouldn't want to kill him or anything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to do 80 damage to him.
Right.
So-
It's a 4th level Guiding Bolt.
The behind the scenes there, I still have it pulled up. When you went to stab with the Kraken tooth and mentioned wanting the Kraken to get involved in some way, I had to look up. I know that this is not cleric stuff,
Right.
necessarily, but I looked up smite damage, and it was 2d8 for a first level spell slot. and I threw that in there
That's cool. Yeah.
along with the
1d4.
the stabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Blech. This was amazing. I must go to bed.
Okay.
However, welcome to our bathroom break. LOL.